Yeah, my name is Luke Maxwell. Around about 38 years old, from Central Coast, New South Wales. Been living up here for about 10 years.
Awesome. All right, Luke, so when you joined the gym, what problems were you looking to solve, or what outcomes were you after?
Yeah, I was looking for something that a sustainable exercise program. Basically, I tried normal everyday gymming, in the past, and it would only ever last a couple of months, and I would just throw in the towel, and then I would end up, a bit overweight and not feeling very, very healthy, and I'd join up again, and it was just sort of like a revolving door, and I'd heard a lot of, obviously Danielle was doing CrossFit before I was, but a lot of what I saw I didn't know a lot about it aside from what I saw on social media, which mostly was a bit negative. So I was a bit slow to have a go at first. But I think what it was it's just something that I found sustainable, something I can do day after day, week after week, as it's turned out year after year, and not get sick of it. So, that's basically why.
Awesome. And so Danielle is your partner, right?
That's correct. Yes.
So you now have yourself, your wife, and your daughter taking part in the CrossFit at Plus our facility.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right. So now at that time, what would it have meant to you to solve that problem or achieve that goal? So when you first joined up, what would it have meant to you to have achieved that problem and met that goal right from the start?
It's fulfillment, I guess. Like, you just feel like you've accomplished something, which is another thing. I probably didn't realise that was what it was though at the start. I guess that's part of why I kept coming back, because you do notice you start to achieve and accomplish things physically and I guess mentally too. And I guess that gives you that sense of accomplishment, or similar to like a job satisfaction thing. You feel like you're actually doing something positive. So that was the feeling. If I could have got that, that's what I wanted.
Okay, cool. So what are a few of your biggest takeaways from training at Plus?
Specifically, I've come to like the community aspect of training. I was never exposed to it, so it wasn't something I was big on to begin with. And I liked in the beginning that I'd train early in the morning. There was not many people there in the early days. I sort of liked that, but I've come to like now the community and having the people around me, which was a bit of a surprise to me, because I was generally wasn't that type of person. I was a bit of a kept to myself sort of guy. I guess I still am, but just that sense of community and having the people around you that are, all sort of trying for the same thing, just to have a laugh and get themselves become fitter and healthier people.
Cool. All right. So can you elaborate specifically on one of those has really helped you? So elaborate on how those that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think accountability. I think once you the community aspect and you start to get involved with the people that are around you there, you get that sense that accountability of, when you're not there, people are asking questions, and and when someone's waiting for you to turn up there, like, you're less likely. Particularly for me, I'm a morning trainer, so the mornings when I wake up and think, I don't know if I can really want to get up this morning. I think, but I know someone's going to be waiting for me. Kane's going to be waiting for me to do this, whatever. So it sort of pushes you to get up. So I think it's that sense of it. The sense of community also brings on that accountability aspect of other people looking out for us. I think that's probably hopefully answers the question there.
Yeah, awesome. So I guess so now what kind of results have you achieved since joining?
Yeah, I've got I've gotten to know my body a lot better. I'm a, I've surprised myself in a lot of ways because I spent so many years of not doing anything. Um, I noticed I'm a lot stronger than I thought I probably could be, and my body is a lot it's a lot healthier than it was. So I guess that's probably one of the main two things that I've noticed. I feel like I'm better a better version of myself. You know, as my body feels healthier and stronger, and just every day-to-day things that I can do a lot easier than I used to be able to do, which has been a real takeaway for me.
Unreal, unreal. So, please just help me finish this next sentence. I nearly didn't join the gym because.
Probably what held me back was in the beginning was probably two things. Probably a little bit of there's a lot of negativity out there about it, not Plus in specifically, but CrossFit in general. Um, in the last couple of years, it's come a long way. Like people are a lot more, schooled as to what it is, and probably just I think the same thing that affects everyone when they first come along, thinking that you have to be an elite athlete before you even turn up at the front door. I felt a little like I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be able to cut it training with everyone else that had been there for a long time. So that sort of was I guess it was the intimidation factor, I suppose, if anything. When it wasn't a big deal, like I was going to come anyway, but if anything, it would have been that. Mind you, once I turned up, and it didn't take long to realise that was not really an issue anyway.
Yeah. I think that is one of the things that we hear from many about the exact same thing. The reason why they were hesitant to join in the first place. So if you can just help me finish this next sentence. My favorite thing about training at Plus is.
It would be probably just the community feel there. I think just the people there in the morning. I think when I train, I've gotten used to seeing those familiar faces around that do make me accountable, and it's probably made me come out of my shell a little bit more than I had been. So probably I'd say the people, and I guess that's not just the other people I train with, but also the coaches as well. I think it's just a good environment, and that's what that's what I have come to enjoy about the place.
Okay. And so exactly like what you're saying before, that whole community tribe vibe, feel that keeps you accountable and.
Yeah. And I'm probably one of the worst for because I'm such a bit of an introvert in a lot of ways. It's hard to get me doing things, but it is a necessary thing, and I like the fact that there are people out there that are a bit more out there that can sort of instigate those things and really get the vibe up. So it's good.
Okay, awesome. So it's not only just the training, it's helping you across the board and I guess life in general.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, we'll just finish with who would you recommend Plus to and why?
Yeah, well, as I have done, I guess anyone, friends and family, it's really I guess anyone really who I thought is who would fit in well with the sort of Barnsley community that we've got at Plus, and that would include say like Craig, who I brought along. He's a nice guy. I knew would fit in all right. So yeah, pretty well. There's no one I wouldn't recommend it to, but I mean, only people I wouldn't recommend it to are just people I wouldn't think would, the sort of people you'd want to have around, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Not negative people, I'd rather spread the positivity, there's any whingers and whiners and people that seem to complain about things, I probably wouldn't be pushing them to join. But outside of that, pretty much anyone who's got a positive outlook and willing to try new things, definitely.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's perfect, Luke. Thank you so much for giving up some of your time on a Saturday. Yeah, so thank you.